YouTube. Alma here. Today we're going to be talking about the Athame. So let's get started, shall we? Hello YouTube. So, today we're talking about the Athame. And the Athame is one of the four elemental tools of modern Wicca, along with the wand, the pentacle, and the chalice. It is either fire or air, depending on which thought you go with. But is it the thought or transformation? In my tradition, it is fire. It is the focus of transformation. It represents the thoughts of the god. So, in that, sometimes you put the Athame into a chalice. And air into water doesn't have the same effect as fire into water. Like a thought effect as fire into water. Now, there are actually a couple different blades that you could use. There's a bowline, there's an Athame, and there's a sword. The bowline usually is the white-handled knife, which is the white-handled knife is what it's called sometimes. But it usually does have a white handle. Sometimes it is curved, and sometimes it is just straight. The Athame is called the black-handled knife, and that one is the one you're going to cast your circle with. That one is usually not for cutting. It is double-edged, and it has a black handle. It's often, like I said, it's often used with the chalice as a form of procreation or a symbol of the great rite. And it is a symbol of the god, the horned god, and the sun. Sometimes it's made out of iron, sometimes it's copper, sometimes it's bronze, sometimes it's stone. I've seen an obsidian one that was really pretty. And I've also seen one made out of gems. Some traditions don't have an Athame made out of iron because they work with the Fae. And the Fae, apparently iron is, not good for them. So, bowlines, though, are sometimes crescent shaped, like I said. And they're usually for harvesting herbs and cutting things. Like a sickle. There was a couple swords and daggers and things mentioned in the Key of Solomon, which is a medieval grimoire. It's one of the things that modern Wicca is based off of as well. But why even use the Athame? Well, you're cutting open a circle. You're cutting. So, a sword would be great. And when you banish negative energies, you also use the Athame. You're being a little bit more forceful than you would with the wand. Some traditions just use the wand because the Athame is seen as forceful. I use my Athame. It's not typical Athame, which is black-handled and double-sided. But, it's mine, so you have to be a little bit more. You have to get what you can get sometimes. And I have what I could get. And I've had it for years. For 10 years now. So, do you use it for cutting? No. You're not supposed to use the Athame for cutting. I mean, the bowline and the Athame, the bowline usually isn't used as much anymore. It is a little outdated. We usually use the Athame for most things. You're not supposed to use it for cutting. I use mine for cutting. Well, not cutting, but cutting into candles. Because I don't use a bowline. So, this is my Athame. As you can see, it is metal and blue. That is my Athame. That's what I use for drawing a circle. This is the Athame I was using because my Athame was in storage, which is just a stick knife that I got specifically for this purpose. It was, consecrated and blessed as an Athame. And then, when we're doing big rituals with multiple people, or when I want to feel extra, or extra witchy, I use this, which you can't see all of. It is a marine saber. You can see. It is not sharp. Just so you know, because I'm holding the blade, it is not sharp. But it is very pretty. You can't really see the, you can see, yeah, you can. Yeah, United States Marines, it says on it. How did I get this? Interesting story. My ex's brother was a Marine, and he had like 3 of them. So now I have one. I'll put this back in here. As you can see, none of my Athames actually have double edges on them, which is fine. You usually use a double edge when you're drawing, calling spirits, but I use one for that. You shouldn't actually touch another person's Athame. It's rude. It's rude. Unless they give you permission to do it. Just like any other magical tool. Don't touch somebody else's unless they give you permission to do it. The chalice is different, and I'll explain that in another video. But yeah, that's an Athame. You can use whatever you want, whatever kind of blade you want, honestly. As long as it feels right to you, it shouldn't slip out of your hands. Usually people dull them, so if you're in a big circle, you're not accidentally swinging around a sharp knife, cutting people, and that's it. So have fun. Okay, one more thing. How do you consecrate an Athame? Well, I'll use the stick knife. You hold it in your hand. You visualize all the energies, all the mundane energies, all the chaotics, all the, energies of the world leaving, and your energy pushing them out. And then you visualize, after that is done, you can say a couple words like, I consecrate thee in the name of whatever god or goddess or the universe. And then you visualize your energy flowing, more energy flowing into it, an energy of fire flowing into it. You can wipe it down with holy water. You can wipe it down with salt. Or, if you don't have water, which you could just make holy water with salt and water. Or you can smudge it with sage. This is actually kind of sharp. But yeah. So that's that. So that was today's video. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, please. Bye.